Hi, I'm Father Jason Murbarger. I was born in Lansing, Michigan in 1969. My whole family is from a small town, Muskegon. And I've been in the South since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. I moved down second grade to Pensacola, Florida. I think my earliest fond memory is painting. I actually still have one of the paintings that I did the day before I got my first haircut in a barber's office, and it hangs on the wall in our bedroom. I was a swimmer, and I swam competitively at an upper level. I swam for a team called Swim Atlanta and produced a number of gold medalists. I was an also-ran. I was the third breaststroker on a team that had two people that competed in the Olympics as breaststrokers. You know, in high school, I used to feather my hair. Remember that part in the 80s that went right down the center? And I can remember sometimes if I wasn't happy with it, I'd get on my bicycle and ride down a hill in front of our house to get that wind-blown look. My first car was an MGB, which surprises a lot of people. I'm 6'2" and change. Hard to get in because it's so low to the ground, but there's plenty of room for your legs. I actually have to slide the seat forward a little bit. It was with my parents for probably 15 years, and then when I became the rector here of St. Mary's, the oldest church in Daytona Beach, my dad brought it from their garage and gave it back to me as a present. So I've had it for 6 years now. I went off to a college that was not co-ed, and so there wasn't an opportunity for me to swim there. I went to the Citadel in Charleston, South Carolina. I met my wife my junior year of college at the Citadel. She was at the College of Charleston. We met at a party that actually happened in her dorm room. And I knew from before I even saw her that my wife had walked in the room. I stood up and I walked through a crowd of people and I introduced myself, and here we are 30 years married. And on the day of my graduation, I took a commission in the United States Air Force, and I spent 8 years on active duty as an Air Force intelligence officer. The biggest takeaway that I had from the time that I spent in the Air Force, well, it helped me to have drive toward whatever vision I was trying to accomplish. And so I had a good, strong work ethic from a young age, and then that was just accentuated by my time as an Air Force officer. I had been in Charleston, South Carolina as a commercial realtor for about 7 years when I felt this call, and it was loud enough from God that I was actually scared to say no. And so I went to my priest, and he sent me to the bishop, and within about a year and a half of all of the things that are involved in that process, I was able to go to seminary in Wisconsin. So my first call after seminary was as an assistant in Vero Beach, and I was in Vero before I came here to Daytona. I love the people in this town. It's so calm compared to many of the other places that I've lived, and there's not a lot of keeping up with the Joneses. It's mellow and good people. That's what I like the most about this place. I think that there was a long-standing involvement in this Rotary Club by my predecessors. As a matter of fact, the building that we're in right now was blessed by Sumner Ferguson, one of my predecessors, a long time ago. And the building that this club had prior to that was in the back parking lot of our church. And when I got here, Frank Gummy and Bob May immediately came to me and said, "Father, we need to get you into the Rotary." So I was sponsored by 2 members of the parish. I think that Rotary is a wonderful opportunity for people to get engaged in the community in very short order. There are just so many people here that are business leaders in the community, and so you get to know people very quickly, and it gives you an opportunity to plug in and be involved in a way that's helpful to the community because Rotary does so much. I'm Father Jason Murbarger, and I am a proud Daytona Beach Rotarian.